Hey folks, I've just got a little bit more done on the shed. I've built a Moxon vise for my workbench, and I'm pretty pleased actually. I've built it out of stuff what I've had laying around. It cost me about 10 francs so far, just for threaded bar and some nuts and stuff. I'm going to make some slight alterations, but you might find that interesting. And if you're new here, subscribe, it's free. Like, share, give me a thumbs up. Even look at the adverts. I've had no work for about 3 months, so that always helps. But I'll get on with it, and it's nice to be nice.
I've got this big old piece of oak which used to be part of the worktop. It's not very flat. I'm going to try and flatten it, but I'm going to attempt to make a Moxon type vise to go along the edge of this. I'll have to do a little bit of alteration to the table to get it to work right, but hey, I need a decent wood vise on here, and I'll probably make it so I can dog it that way, and if it all works out well, I'll put another one on the other side. So I just give this quick rub over on one side with belt sander. Reason being is I knew there was some steel in it. I checked it with little metal detector for finding cables and stuff, so I weren't going to put my plane on it. Not even my sacrificial plane I wouldn't put on that. You see, it's full of it. Whether I can get them out or not, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter, because on face what I'm using for wood, I'll put something on it to protect it, a piece of rubber or a piece of leather or something. But I'll just get a quick sand over, clean it up, because it was very dirty and stuff. You can see it's been used, there's been all sorts on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill through for these, all the way through. I'm using edge of the table as for the jaw. And I'm going to drill it from, obviously from here. I've put table up on each side, and hopefully I'll be able to set my drill press up, spin drill rounding, so it's nice and straight with luck. I've drilled these out at 20, the exact size. These are 15s, so that I'll have to shim that, but it'll also give me a bit of play if I'm not dead level, dead straight down, because I've got to do it by hand. I've got nothing that'll that I can do that way. I looked to see if I could spin me, tried to spin me bench drill down round, which it will do, but I don't. My bits not long enough, so it's all by hand. So what I'm going to do with this is I've got a 15, and I'll drill through this with 15. What I'll do is centralise it quick with that, mark them 1 and 2, and then I'll set me nut in that. Could be centralised here, and I'll just give it some support, and I should be able to shim these a little bit. That'll just let it keep it nice and steady, and I'll epoxy that in, and that'll go through, so then it'll be trapped between them two, so it's going nowhere. So what I've done is put the bolts and the nut in the other piece. That's centralised, so when I fix that, this is all softwood behind here. I ain't got any decent hardwood or decent plywood, which I could use. Well, I've got some plywood, but I need it for something else at the minute, so I'm going to go with these. I'm going to screw them, not glue them, so if they do split or fail, I can always change them out. It's not a big problem. I ain't got anything for this face yet, so I'm going to put some rubber mat on it. Say if there's a problem in future, then I'll change it out. And how I've done this is so that that nut's trapped. It's in that keep there, so it can't go anywhere. So my bolt will run straight through it while I wind it vice. That'll be my front jaw. That's, like I said, that's a piece of oak. I've got a piece of oak off that, which I could have used for that, maybe, but I want it for something else. We'll see how it goes. I can't see it being a big problem. It's not going to be, well, just see how it goes, and that's it. Worst case scenario, I've got to make some more blocks. I'd like to put a piece of something on here, but as I say. I'll have a rubber mat on it at first and then see. I'm just going to countersink these so that then I can peg it so that when I wind vice it pulls actual vice in and out rather than sliding it by hand. I prefer it like that. So I just put a split pin in that. Now if it doesn't hold, if it is a problem, then I'll tap it out and put a piece of threaded bar through it. I left myself enough room here to carry that. Let's take a piece of threaded bar at 4mm. So as you can see, I've made myself a little handle. This one's chipped out. This is again a piece of oak. Tapped it through and put a screw in it. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I've got other one, it's ongoing now, so I'm going to do pairs, but I'm going to change these out. I'm going to cast them out in aluminium, I think it'll look quite cool if I do it in aluminium. And why not? So guys, that's what it looks like. I don't like these. I'm going to redo them. I'm going to probably cast them in aluminium. I might not. I might do, well, not like that. I might do them like that on metal bench. Slide, because then there's no danger of that getting it where. I'm going to put a particle board jaw on there, and I'm going to cut some dogs for up table. It works as well as I need it to. It's so, if any, I might have to do some alterations, but at the minute it'll do the job. I've got two options. I might cast like that, or I could turn some, but if I turn them I'm just worried about strength really on that, because I'm quite abusive with things. And I'm thinking aluminium will look cool, and obviously I can do them with the forge. I'll show you what I mean. So what I'm thinking is like doing a piece like this out of foam and casting it. I've got some of this threaded bar extra, which is the same as that, so what I'll do is I'll screw it into actual piece and cast it with that piece in, and again I'll probably put a piece of sacrificial something through the middle of that so that I don't have to drill it out, basically, as long as it's on the same width as what I'm using for my bar. I like the idea of bar better because obviously you can drop bar down and it's not protruding higher than this, and you've got more leverage if you want it. So that's the idea with that. Other reason I wanted a vice like this on the end of the bench, this is a little knife grinding jig what I've made. I made this out of a file. I'm going to make another one. This one's a bit long. I'm going to just go with a 4-inch blade. I know I'm safe with a 4-inch blade here if I've got it in my pack. I don't want to break any laws and end up getting fined, because they will fine. And a friend of mine got fined for importing an army knife, which from US. They posted it to his house, and then police come and fined him about 2,000 francs because it were illegal. I know bushcraft knives are slightly different from that. It's a fishing knife or whatever, but I don't want to take risk of that just through stupidity. And other thing is I've got to build a jig for that to make a little table for router table, which will again clip onto here, give me a solid thing, and I can route. And that is why I want a Moxon vice, apart from other woodworking applications and applications it's got. So guys, I'm going to attempt to turn some stuff out of foam for the vice, for the grip. I'm going to make something similar to this, and then I'll cast it in aluminium, but that will be on the next video. So thank you for looking, and comments are always welcome.